Imagine waking up one day and deleting the single most important communication app on your phone, an app used by over 2 billion people worldwide. This is exactly what I did. I completely uninstalled WhatsApp from my life, deleted my account, and permanently moved to another app called Signal. Nowadays, we have been slowly conditioned to accept the total surrender of our private lives to big tech companies. Every single day, your phone number, your location, who you talk to, and how long you talk to them is being collected. WhatsApp was built on a promise of absolute privacy. But behind the scenes, it has turned into a massive data tracking pipeline designed to feed a giant advertising machine. If we do not draw a hard line in the sand right now, our digital life will completely belong to the advertisers who wants to buy and sell our attention. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why WhatsApp is no longer safe, the shocking truths about who else has abandoned the platform, and how switching to a truly minimal private messaging app will instantly clear up your digital life. By the end of this video, you will have a clear step-by-step understanding of how you can claim your attention and protect the people you care about the most. When WhatsApp first started back in 2009, the founders had a very simple note taped to their desk. No ads, no games, no gimmicks. It was built to be a fast, lightweight replacement for SMS text messages. And millions of people fell in love with this because it didn't distract you, it just worked. Then in 2014, Facebook bought WhatsApp for billions of dollars. They promised the world that nothing would change. But as we see with every single platform owned by Mark Zuckerberg, a clean experience always turned into a bad experience over time. First, they added features to track your data. Then they added social media features like channels and status stories. Tell me this, why do we actually need an option to follow some random public accounts on a private messaging app that belongs on Facebook or Instagram, not on your private inbox? You do not have to take my word for it. Just look at what people who actually built the app did. The original co-founder of WhatsApp, Brian Acton, walked away from Facebook entirely because he could not stand how the company wanted to exploit your privacy. He didn't just quit, he took $50 million of his own money and donated it to build Signal, a non-profit open source messaging platform with zero corporate owners. He publicly told the world to delete Facebook and switch over to Signal. What's even more shocking is that in a massive data leak a few years ago, security experts found that Mark Zuckerberg himself had a private account registered on Signal instead of using his own app, which is WhatsApp. When the people running the machine choose to use a different app for their private labs, you know it's time to pay attention. A quick note for you, if you're finding the real world breakdown helpful and want to learn more ways to clean up and optimize your digital life, take a quick second to subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend who needs to see it the most. A friend who is still using WhatsApp, and it's completely free and helps me make more videos like this. WhatsApp claims that they cannot read your messages, but they don't need to. They collect your metadata, which is more valuable. Meta collects data on your battery level, your signal strength, your exact IP address, and even often how you use the app. They use this to build a shadow profile of you. Even if you never give Facebook your phone number, they still have it. How? Because when your friends blindly accept the upload contact permission on Facebook and WhatsApp, your number automatically gets sucked into Meta's database and gets linked to your own digital identity without your consent. I have heard a lot of people say this.
I don't care if Meta has my data. I have nothing to hide.
But Meta is not just holding your data. They are weaponizing it. They do not sell your data directly to advertisers because that would be a bad business move. Instead, they run surveillance as a service. They let advertisers target you on Facebook or Instagram based on the interaction you have on WhatsApp. Furthermore, Meta can now use AI to analyze your messaging traffic patterns. Even though the content is encrypted, AI can analyze when you send messages, whom you send them to, and for how long, allowing them to predict exactly what you're going to do and what you are going to buy next. And trust me, I know this because I work as a marketing officer and my entire job is to sell you stuff via Meta ads. The mask fully slipped in 2021 when WhatsApp pushed a full screen terms of service update to its users. It essentially said this: accept that we are sharing your data with Meta or lose access to your account by February 8th. This aggressive tactic caused millions of users to flee to Signal. But it wasn't just the users who were angry. Regulators caught on immediately. In Ireland, the Data Protection Commission hit WhatsApp with a massive €225 million fine for hiding how they shared data with Facebook. The moment you open Signal, you notice a massive difference. There are no corporate channels tracking your clicks clicks. There is no random junk cluttering your home screen. It's incredibly clean, light, and stupidly fast. It takes up significantly less storage space on your phone compared to WhatsApp, and it loads up instantly, even on my 6-year-old iPhone 12. One of my favorite features is the ability to turn off the stories feature. You can hide it entirely from the interface, turning the app back into what a messaging app should be, just you and your messages. I have manually gone into the settings and turned this off on my family member's phone as well, and the visual piece it creates is unmatched. Right now, Meta is actively introducing targeted ads into WhatsApp based on your city, country, and the channels you follow. While the app is free today, we are fast approaching a future where you might be forced to pay a monthly subscription plan just to keep your inbox ad-free. WhatsApp also heavily drains your phone battery and system resources because it is constantly working in the background to package your metadata, tracking who you are when you're online and what device you are using. Signal does not collect or store any of this metadata. It uses zero knowledge setup, meaning the app literally knows nothing about you except your phone number. To be completely honest with you, Signal is not entirely perfect. There is one major downside that I have noticed in my daily routine. Signal does not have a dedicated Apple Watch app. If you're someone who likes to leave your phone behind and reply to messages directly from your wrist, you will miss this feature. Right now, you can still receive notification on your watch, but a full standalone app simply does not exist. It's a minor inconvenience, but for a tool that gives me complete privacy and mental clarity, it's a trade-off I am more than willing to make. The biggest argument against leaving WhatsApp is,
But none of my friends are on Signal.
I dealt with the same exact issue. Not everyone in my extended circle was willing to switch right away. So I took the firm approach. I forced my parents and close friends to download Signal. Now, they haven't completely got rid of WhatsApp yet. I told them this simply: if you want to reach me, this is where I am. And here's the brutal truth: if your friends and family truly values you, they will easily download a free lightweighted app just to stay connected with you. It breaks the bad habit of an app controlling your relationships. We have reached a point where technology should serve us, not exploit us. You do not have to accept a digital life filled with corporate tracking, heavy battery drain, and constant advertisements. Switching to a clean, minimal platform such as Signal is the easiest upgrade you can make today. Try downloading it, move your inner circles over, and see how much lighter your phone feels. This is it for today. If you like this video, you might also like these videos here. See you next time, same day, same time. Sayonara.